The Travis Scott Jordan 1 Canary, also known as the Elkin's High Knights, is dropping very soon, but there's been some changes to the release. Don't worry, I'm going to go over all the details and all the tips and tricks you need to cop these for retail. Originally, these were supposed to be dropping on May 17th, then they got delayed to May 25th, and now they just got delayed again, but don't worry, the release is very soon on May 30th. These are dropping for $150 retail, but you could definitely expect these to resell for hundreds of dollars more than that, allowing for a huge profit with an incredible margin. We only saw about 35,000 pairs of the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Golf drop, and luckily, there's a lot more stock dropping on these. In fact, it's supposed to be around double the stock. However, just like the backdooring scandal with those, apparently a lot of these are getting backdoored too. And I'm not just talking about the 661 pairs that were backdoored to the Elkin size seniors and staff. There's a lot more pairs getting backdoored, and I might make a full video on this, so subscribe and leave a comment if you're interested in that. With that said though, you do still have a good chance to cop these, so let's prepare. First of all, we got the Travis Scott website, and there's been some changes. The time is random, but usually Travis drops do tend to align with Astros games. Now, this isn't 100% confirmed, but historically, this is the pattern we do tend to see. Now, there is going to be an Astros game starting at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time the day before the 30th on the 29th, so there's a very high chance the raffle will go live somewhere around then. No matter when it does go live though, of course, because it isn't confirmed, whenever something does change or gets loaded onto backend, I am going to send you guys a notification inside of the free Discord group, and of course, when the raffle actually goes live too. So you could join this group with the link in the description below or by scanning this QR code. There's also free guides and more beyond sneakers there too, like methods to get free Chick-fil-A meals. This is just to give you a little taste of what the full endurance group offers, because it's a lot more than just sneaker reselling. There's literally hundreds of channels focused around helping you make and save money. You can check out both the free group and endurance just by screenshotting the QR code or checking the link below. Anyway, when this raffle does go live, of course you're going to want to make multiple entries, but there's some stuff you need to do to make sure these entries don't get filtered out. First, you'll need a new real email, random last few digits of your phone number, and they could be random since invoices are emailed, and 4 random characters before your address like ABCD, 123 Maple Street. This way the address part doesn't get filtered. This wasn't always there, but recently it has been there, so now you need to jig your address too. Then after each entry, you'll need to clear the cookies on your browser or make a new Chrome user, so those have unique cookies. And finally, you'll also need to change the IP address. You could either use proxies with the proxy switcher Chrome extension, or you could also use different devices, each with a hotspot, because each of those will have a unique IP address. Try to get in as many as you can manually. The raffle usually does only last around 30 minutes to an hour at most. Or if you want to go really hard, you can check out Gargantua AIO, which is my bot, and it has a Travis Scott module to help you make mass entries more efficiently with proxies. With that drop out of the way though, now let's move on to Nike sneakers, which is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, not on the 29th, but it should be the 30th. Of course, it's subject to change. They didn't load yet, but as usual with a lot of these very hyped releases, it should load closer to the drop, so it might load up closer to the 27th to 29th. This drop is going to be a 10-minute draw, meaning you're gonna have 10 minutes to make as many entries as possible into this draw and increase your chances. So it's the same concept as the Travis raffle. You'll want to make multiple entries, and the key is that you don't want these multiple entries to be filtered as duplicate entries. And the key here is to really try to use multiple different devices, all the devices you have, like your iPod, your iPod Touch, your backup phone, whatever devices you have, and try to make sure it uses the account that's been logged into there for a long period of time. This will definitely increase the chances of those accounts winning rather than switching the accounts out on the same device. This is a topic that I went over in my full Nike sneakers guide, and it still remains true today. Now, that's going to be your best chance to cop these, but there is going to be a lot of other drops too, and these are at select boutiques. These are going to be doing raffles for the most part. Sometimes they do surprise first come first serve drops, like out of nowhere Kith or Dover Street Market might do drop, but those tend to get eaten by bots anyway. If you're going manual, you'll definitely want to try your best to make entries into all these raffles, because even though your chances do seem low, I actually have seen a lot of manual success, so I would say it's worth your time entering all the raffles you can. We do post every single raffle inside of the free Discord group, so make sure to check it out with the link below. But that's about it. I wanted to make this guide straight to the point and as efficient as possible. As for resale, I think this one's pretty obvious. Obviously, these are going to be reselling for tons of money. It's a Travis Scott Jordan 1. You're going to make a lot of profit. One unique tip though would would be to try to go for some of the smaller sizes, because even though the profit is going to be lower, you're going to have a much higher chance to at least get something, unless of course you are going for your personal size like I am, and in which case just keep in mind these are a women's shoe, so you need to go 1.5 sizes up to get your personal size. That's it though. Remember, you could check out the free group for the heads up on the Travis raffle, all other updates and other raffles, and tons more outside of sneaker reselling too, to give you a taste of everything offered in endurance when you're ready to broaden your horizons as an entrepreneur, or just to make some extra money and save some money on the side. Other than that though, good luck on the drop.